I'm Erin, and we are going to read A Book of Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, adapted by Monica Killing. Chapter 1 A Merry Christmas. The four March sisters sat in the living room. A fire cracked in the fireplace. It was the day before Christmas, but the girls weren't very happy. Christmas won't be Christmas without presents, said Jo. She was lying on the log. It's awful to be poor, said Meg, sighing. She was the oldest. She looked at her shabby dress as she spoke. And it's not fair, exclaimed Amy. She was the youngest. Some girls have lots of pretty things, and other girls have nothing at all. We've got father and mother and one another, said Beth. Beth was the shy one. She always looked on the bright side of things. We hadn't got father, said Jo sadly, and we might not have him for a very long time. The girls were suddenly silent. Light from the fire shone on their faces. They were thinking of father. He was fighting in a war far away. He wouldn't be home for Christmas, and there wouldn't be Christmas present because there was no money. We each have $1, exclaimed Jo. We could at least buy something for ourselves. Jo loved to read and wanted to buy a new book. I'll spend my $1 on music, said Beth. I'll spend mine on drawing pencils, said Amy. She was always drawing. Meg didn't say a word. She wanted so many pretty things that she didn't know where to begin. Beth put Mermaid's slipper in front of the fire to warm them. The girls' mother would soon be home. This thought cheered them up. Mermaid needs a new pair, said Beth. She looked at her mother's worn slippers. I'm the man of the family now that Papa's gone, said Jo. She was the second oldest and a tomboy. It's my job to take care of Mermaid. I'll buy the slippers. I'll tell you what, said Beth. Let's each get Mother something for Christmas and not get anything for ourselves. The girls were excited as they planned what to get their mother. After deciding on a present, they worked on the Christmas night play. Every Christmas, Jo wrote a play. The girls put on the play for family and friends. They were practicing their lines when Mermaid walked in. Hello, my merry girls, said Mother. Mermaid looked as a volunteer for the soldiers at Society. She had spent the day packing boxes to send to the men. Today she brought happy news, a letter from Father. Get around, girls, said Mrs. March. Here's a nice long letter from Father. He is well and sent his Christmas greetings. Mother read the letter to her eager daughters. It was a cheerful, hopeful letter. In it, Father described the army life. He describes the march and the man, but he didn't describe the hardships. He didn't want to wear these skirts. Father wrote, Take care of your mother. By loving children, do your duty faithfully. I know that when I get home I will be fonder and prouder than ever of my little woman. Mother finished the letter. The girls were silent. How they miss Father. This time without Father will be hard, said Mother. It will be like a long journey, and you will be like pilgrims on this journey. You will have to be strong and carry your burdens bravely. I wish we have a guidebook to help us on our way, said Jo. Look under your pillow Christmas morning, said Mother with a smile. On Christmas morning, Jo was the first to awake. Under her pillow was a little Bible with a red cover. Beth and Amy woke up next, then Meg. Each girl found a Bible under her pillow. Each Bible had a different color cover. Let's read a little this morning, said Meg. Meg could be vain and self-centered at times. This morning her sweetness shone through. Her sister happily followed her good example. The girls went downstairs for breakfast. Mary was gone. When she returned, she told them about a poor woman she had visited. Mrs. Humboldt had 6 children and a newborn baby. Mrs. Humboldt's children were cold and hungry. My girls, will you give them your breakfast as a Christmas present? Asked Mother. The girls were very hungry, but it didn't take long for them to agree. They gathered up their breakfast and took it to the neighbor. That's loving our neighbor better than ourselves, said Meg when they returned. The girls have bread and milk for breakfast, but it felt good to help a neighbor in need. After breakfast, the girls gave Mother her present. Marmee was delighted with her new slipper and her new handkerchief. She loved the gloves and a rose sprinkled with perfume. You are wonderful girls, she said. In the afternoon, the girls prepared for the play. They built a forest and a cave on their homemade stage. Christmas night, a dozen friends watched the curtain rise on the witch's curse. The audience loved the play. Joe was Rodrigo, the hero. He had to have to rescue Jera, his love, from the evil Hugo. Rodrigo climbed a tower to rescue Jella. The tower rose to the ceiling. It couldn't hold Joe's weight. It fell over with a crash. Joe and Meg, who was playing Jera, were buried under the rubble. But the play continued, through the audience laughter to the end. Their mother announces a Christmas surprise in late night feast. Buckets of beautiful flour were in the middle of the table. There were 2 kinds of ice cream, cake, fruit, and French candies. The sight of this splendid feast took everyone's breath away. Is it fairies? Asked Amy. Santa Claus must have brought this, said Beth. Maybe rich Aunt March have a change of heart, said Joe. Joe took care of her father's cranky aunt. She found it hard to believe Aunt March could do something this nice. But the goodies were not from Aunt March. Mr. Lawrence, the old gentleman next door, had sent his grandson over with them. "I'd love to meet the Lawrence boy," said Joe. "He looks as if he could use some fun. Maybe next year we'll invite him to our play." So ended the March family's Christmas day. It had been merry, even though father was never far from their thoughts. Goodbye. Thank you.